Good morning, I'm Charlotte and this is Wake Up Well. It's Saturday the 30th of May and we're going to look at Psalm 30 together this morning. So let me read the psalm through for us. I will praise you, Lord, for you have rescued me. You refuse to let my enemies triumph over me. O Lord my God, I cried out to you for help and you restored my health. You brought me up from the grave, O Lord. You kept me from falling into the pit of death. Sing to the Lord, all you godly ones. Praise his holy name. His anger lasts for a moment, but his favour lasts a lifetime. Weeping may go on all night, but joy comes with the morning. When I was prosperous, I said, nothing can stop me now. Your favour, O Lord, made me as secure as a mountain. Then you turned away from me, and I was shattered. I cried out to you, O Lord. I begged the Lord for mercy, saying, what will you gain if I die, if I sink down into the grave? Can my dust praise you from the grave? Can it tell the world of your faithfulness? Hear me, Lord, and have mercy on me. Help me, O Lord. You have turned my mourning into joyful dancing. You have taken away my clothes of mourning and clothed me with joy, that I might sing praises to you and not be silent. O Lord, my God, I will give you thanks forever. And one of the things I love about that psalm is the repetition of joy. In verse 5, it says, weeping may go on all night, but joy comes in the morning. And in verse 11, you have turned my mourning into joyful dancing. You have taken away my clothes of mourning and clothed me with joy. And the Bible is full of examples like this where God is talking or showing us how he turns things like despair and weeping and mourning and negative emotions into something much more positive, into joy. Isaiah 61:3 says something similar. It says, to all who mourn in Israel, he will give beauty for ashes, joy instead of mourning, praise instead of despair. Life with Jesus is a life of joy, even in tough circumstances. And I have known this joy in my own life, even at times when you wouldn't expect that to be the case. For example, when I broke my ankle in a really nasty accident, when I went through a relationship ending, and more recently when my brother was unable to attend my wedding because of the travel restrictions around coronavirus. Even during these times when you would think the opposite, I knew God's joy. John 15 verse 11 in the NIV says, I have told you this so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. God wants us to live a life of complete joy in him. But what is joy? Well, joy is not happiness. It is not the same as plastering a smile on your face and pretending things are okay. Joy is contentment despite tough circumstances. It's an awareness that God is at work in your life and a conviction that he has a plan and a purpose. When I was going through at least one of the examples I just mentioned, a song became really significant to me, and it's called Joy, and it has the words, you give me joy down deep in my soul. And I used to sing that and say that over and over again, because we can have joy. And we can do that not by pretending to be happy, but by being contented in our circumstance, no matter what they look like, and being aware that God is at work in our life and believing and being convinced that he has a plan and a purpose for us. And I pray that today for you, whatever your life looks like today, that you would choose to have joy, even in tough circumstances, and that you would know that God is for you and God is working in your life today.